What if some of the most, well, bizarre events ever caught on camera just don't make any sense? What if the camera actually captured something, well, something truly unexplainable, something that really chills you?
Yeah, the kind of thing that sticks with you.
Exactly. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a few of these. Some of the most unusual and, importantly, still unsolved videos out there. These are definitely the kind of clips that linger. You know, they spark endless debates, theories, and honestly, some pretty unsettling questions.
Absolutely. And our mission today really is to try and unravel some of the threads in these strange pieces of footage.
Right.
We're not just going to recount what happened. We want to sift through the different perspectives, look at the evidence, or often the curious lack of it.
Yeah, that's often the case.
And explore those haunting questions that make these cases so compelling. The goal here is for you, listening, to get a chilling, but also a thorough understanding of these weird phenomena.
Okay, so let's start. Our first unsettling journey begins back on Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2011, in the Czech Republic.
Okay, Christmas Eve.
Yeah. A man was driving back from Playa, the city, and bam, this brutal blizzard just suddenly descended. Really treacherous conditions.
Right.
So he decides to pull over, grabs his camera, thinking he'll just record how bad it is. But while he's filming, something moves out there in the swirling snow. At first, he thinks maybe it's someone in trouble, needs help.
Makes sense in a blizzard.
But then, as it gets a bit clearer, the figure resolves into something, well, much more unsettling.
How so?
It looked transparent, it didn't seem to have any eyes, no mouth, just this shape. And it appeared to be waving at him.
Waving?
Yeah, almost like trying to flag down his car. And that's when the chilling realization hit him. This was no ordinary person.
Wow. Okay, so what happened after he recorded this?
Well, when the video eventually surfaced, the impact was pretty immediate. Local news channels actually picked it up. And then paranormal experts weighed in.
And what did they say? Because often these things get debunked fast.
That's what's remarkable. They claimed it was authentic. They even said it was one of the few, genuine spectral encounters ever caught on video in the Czech Republic.
Really? Did they have a name for it?
Okay.
Type of haunting?
They did. They identified it as a residual haunting.
Residual haunting. Okay, like an echo.
Exactly. Like the essence or the energy of someone deceased remains imprinted on the location where they died. A chilling echo, like you said.
And the location itself. Was there anything significant about that spot?
That's the other layer here. When you look into the location, yes, the precise spot where he filmed this, it's notoriously known as a black spot.
A black spot, meaning?
Meaning it's a high-risk area for traffic accidents. It has a history infamous for a significant number of crashes over the years.
So not just some random roadside?
Definitely not. It's a place kind of steeped in tragedy already.
Okay, that adds weight.
And here's the detail that makes it really, really poignant. The man who filmed it. He had tragically lost a close friend about 20 years before this happened.
Oh, wow.
In a car crash. At roughly the same ill-fated spot.
No way!
Yeah. So you have to wonder, don't you? Was this figure, was it the ghost of his lost friend? Maybe a warning from some other spirit?
Or could it just be an optical illusion? You know, the blizzard, the stress.
Exactly. An illusion created by the swirling snow and the weird light, but one that tapped into his own deep personal grief and history with that place. It's hard to say.
Leaves you with a lot of questions.
It really does. Okay, so from that spectral chill on a snowy road, let's pivot. We're going to something completely different, but just as mysterious. This unfolded not in some remote place, but live, online, for years.
Ah, you must be talking about the Chip Chan live stream.
That's the one. From South Korea. It first popped up around 2008. This woman, who viewers eventually nicknamed Chip Chan, was just there, on camera.
The initial discovery was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
Deeply disturbing. She was found just lying motionless in this room, apparently filled with rubbish, just still, for over 12 hours straight.
Yeah, I remember seeing reports. People online genuinely thought she might be dead.
Understandably so. But this wasn't just a one-off thing.
No, not at all. That's the truly bizarre part. This live stream kept going for almost 10 years.
10 years just broadcasting her existing.
Pretty much. It would just show Chip Chan sitting there for hours and hours, sometimes doing really peculiar things, and maybe most disturbingly, sleeping for over 12 hours a day.
That much sleep?
Yeah, and in positions that looked incredibly uncomfortable, almost unnatural, just slumped over or contorted.
So strange. Did she ever communicate, explain what was going on?
Well, yes and no. Through some fragmented writings and this really eerie, often nonsensical blog she maintained, Chip Chan put forward her own explanation.
Which was?
She claimed she was being held against her will by a police officer she only ever called P.
A police officer holding her captive.
That was her claim. She alleged that this P had implanted some kind of chip in her ankle.
A chip? Seriously?
Yeah, a chip that she believed controlled her sleep. That's how she explained the long periods of, well, unconsciousness.
And why would P supposedly do this?
According to her, P was after her inheritance money. Now, this narrative, it's obviously bizarre, but it was a consistent theme in everything she put online. It painted a deeply disturbing picture for anyone watching that stream.
Were there other clues, anything in the room itself?
There were. People translated various signs she had put up around the room. They said things like, the stalker uses this skill from 2006.
Okay.
And I've slept for 20 hours every day since then. Also, I do not know what has happened while I sleep. And simply, I have always been afraid of sleeping.
Wow. That's profoundly unsettling. But surely there's another side to this, a more skeptical view.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Given that she apparently had internet access, she was running this stream and blog, after all, and reports suggest she occasionally left the house to get food.
Right. That doesn't sound like a typical hostage situation.
Exactly. So many observers lean towards the idea that she might be suffering from a severe mental illness, perhaps schizophrenia or profound paranoia.
And P, the mysterious police officer.
Well, the theory goes that P might not be a captor at all, maybe a social worker or a caretaker, someone trying to help, whom she, in her state, misinterpreted as a threat.
That makes a sad kind of sense, too. Is she still streaming?
As far as recent reports go, yes. The stream continues, intermittently at least, and no one is really any closer to understanding why she does it or who she truly is. It raises so many questions, not just about her reality, but about, our role as observers online.
Yeah, the ethics of watching something like that. Okay, let's move on. Our next stop takes us to South America, Paraguay specifically.
Ah, Paraguay.
Where a video surfaced claiming to show something called a Pombero.
The Pombero, right? That's a figure from folklore down there, isn't it?
Exactly. A mythical humanoid creature apparently deeply ingrained in the local culture.
What's it supposed to look like? Any descriptions?
Well, those who claim to have seen one often describe it as small, kind of ugly or unsightly, and having distinctively furry hands and feet.
Furry hands and feet. Okay, and its nature. Is it considered dangerous?
It's interesting. It can apparently be good or bad. It depends on your relationship with it, how you treat it.
One of those types. So people try to appease it.
Yeah, locals often leave out little gifts, things like honey, cigars, sometimes alcohol. Offerings, basically.
And where does it supposedly live? What does it do?
It's said to inhabit rural areas, often choosing abandoned houses or properties, and it makes strange noises at night, kind of bird-like calls and whistles.
Okay, creepy nighttime noises. Does it cause trouble?
Farmers often blame Pomberos for various kinds of mischief, cattle getting mysteriously let out of pens, chickens or eggs, or corn disappearing, even spooking horses or startling adults in the dark. Classic trickster stuff, almost. But what's crucial here is the strength of belief. This isn't just some old wives' tale for kids in Paraguay. Many adults genuinely believe in the Pombero. It's a living part of their culture.
Which makes you think, when footage like this video surfaces, how much does that deep cultural belief influence how people see it? Is it proof? Or is it seeing what you already believe might be there?
Exactly. It blurs the line between documentation and folklore. Okay, this next one. This one is genuinely chilling. It remains one of the internet's biggest, most unsettling puzzles. I'm talking about the Wyoming Incident.
Oh yeah, the broadcast hijacking. That one's infamous.
It first started circulating online around 2006. The story goes that it was an alleged broadcast hijacking in NBR, Wyoming.
Right. What supposedly happened? What did people see?
Well, the claim is that a regular local TV show was suddenly interrupted, just cut off, and replaced with this really disturbing sequence of clips.
Disturbing how?
We're talking fragmented images of human heads, other body parts, just flashes of them, mixed with strange messages appearing on screen. And all of this accompanied by this weird, eerie humming sound and unsettling, discordant tone.
Pure nightmare fuel, basically.
Pretty much. And the reports around it just add another layer of creepiness.
You mean the effects on viewers?
Yeah. People locally who supposedly saw the original broadcast claimed they experienced actual physical symptoms. Discomfort, nausea, dizziness, headaches.
Wow. Could the broadcast itself, the sounds and images, have been designed to induce that? Or was it just the sheer horror?
That's one of the big questions. And what's also really striking and maybe suspicious is that the original footage, it's gone, vanished.
So what are people basing this on now?
All that seems to remain online are like replicas, recreations of the text messages and analyses of the supposed sound waves. It just adds to the mystery, the fact that the primary evidence is missing.
Which naturally fuels the debate. Was it real or just an elaborate hoax?
Exactly. The debate is intense and it's been ongoing for years online. Was it a genuine, terrifying, broadcast intrusion? Or was it an incredibly clever, maybe viral hoax?
And the theories are all over the place.
Completely. The information you find online is so contradictory. Some people suggest it was part of some twisted ARG and augmented reality game.
Like those things that deliberately blur fiction and reality.
Right. While other theories try to connect it to, like, obscure online forums, maybe even darker communities. Some even linked it to serial killer forums, though that seems pretty speculative.
So basically, despite everyone being fascinated by it,
nobody really knows. The sheer amount of conflicting information means the true authenticity of the Wyoming incident and what the actual intention behind it was, it's still completely shrouded in mystery. It could be real, could be fake, could be something in between.
A true digital ghost story.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Okay, for our final unsettling tale tonight, let's turn to Detroit, to the story of the Detroit witch, sometimes called the D-Ray witch.
Okay, Detroit. What's the story here?
This video popped up on YouTube back in 2014. It was uploaded by an anonymous guy. He just called himself Ted, and he claimed he was a Detroit police officer.
Claimed being the operative word, I guess.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. So, the Ted's account goes like this. He gets called out to a domestic disturbance on Medina Street in Detroit.
Standard police call.
Right. But by the time he gets there, the situation seems to have resolved itself, nothing happening. But then he hears these strange noises coming from a nearby abandoned house.
The classic abandoned house.
Of course. So he decides to investigate. And he's filming as he goes. As he pans his camera up towards an upstairs window, he catches this glimpse of an unusual, really unsettling face just peering out at him.
Just a face in the window. Spooky. Was that it?
Not quite. What deepens the mystery is what Ted claimed he found inside the building.
What was that?
He said he found torn newspaper articles just scattered around, and these articles were all focused on one person, Rose Verrett.
Rose Verrett. I know that name. The D-Ray witch.
That's her. She was notorious back in the 1930s, a serial killer, convicted along with her son for poisoning at least 12 people.
Right, but wasn't she exonerated later or something?
Technically, yes, she was, but popular belief, you know how it is, widely holds that she was actually guilty. So the presence of these specific articles about her in this abandoned house, right when he's filming this creepy face, it immediately raises questions.
Yeah, like why those articles? Is it a coincidence? Or is it staged? Or is it connected?
Exactly. And it's because of those chilling newspaper clippings that a lot of people who've seen the footage have jumped to a conclusion.
Which is?
They believe the strange face, the noises, it could all be the result of some kind of maybe dark ritual being performed inside that house.
A ritual possibly linked to the D-Ray witch herself, given the articles.
That's the theory many people entertain. It connects the dots, however tenuously.
There's skepticism, right? You mentioned his claim of being a police officer.
Huge skepticism. Doubts persist about whether Ted was ever really a police officer. There's no verification. And, frankly, doubts about the overall authenticity of the video itself.
Why? Just the convenience of it all.
Partly that, and partly just a profound lack of any verifiable information surrounding it. No corroborating reports, no official confirmation of the incident, nothing solid.
So it could just be a well-made hoax.
Very possibly. So after hearing all that, what do you think? You, the listener, is this a genuine paranormal event caught on camera? Or is it just an elaborate, maybe quite well-staged hoax designed specifically to creep people out online?
Another one where the truth is just elusive.
Completely elusive. So as we step back now from these 5 unsettling mysteries, from the possibly supernatural Czech ghost to the deeply disturbing Chip-Chan stream to potential folklore creatures, broadcast hijacks, and maybe haunted houses, one thing seems pretty clear.
What's that?
That we humans have this enduring, almost primal fascination with the unexplained. We're drawn to these mysteries.
I think that's absolutely right. And what's truly compelling, looking at all these cases together, despite how different they are, they connect to these broader themes, don't they? Things that affect us all.
Like how?
Well, they really lay bare how our minds work when faced with ambiguous information, how we try to make sense of things that don't fit.
Seeing patterns, maybe.
Well, exactly. And the power of folklore and urban legends, how they shape what we expect to see or how we interpret things. And of course, the huge challenge nowadays of verifying digital evidence. In a world where anything can be faked, how do we know what's real?
That's a huge point.
These videos, they just keep capturing our imagination, don't they? They force us to question that line between what's real and what's, well, maybe just illusion or story or something else entirely.
So we really invite you, listening, to think about it. What insights or maybe what haunting questions have these cases sparked for you?
Yeah, what's your take?
We've definitely journeyed through 5 really perplexing videos today. And while some questions maybe are best left unanswered.
Or maybe they can't be answered.
Right. They certainly give us endless stuff to discuss and maybe lose a little sleep over.
Definitely. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. What does our constant search for explanations in videos like these really reveal about us? About our own, maybe deep-seated desire for understanding.
Or maybe.
Or perhaps, our fundamental human need to believe in something. Something just beyond the ordinary, beyond the everyday explanation. It's a question worth pondering, I think, long after we finish talking.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us on this exploration into the unexplained. We really hope you'll delve deeper into more mysteries with us next time, right here on The Deep Dive.
We hope so, too.
And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please do make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Horror Docs, for more chilling stories and deep dives. We'll see you next time.